everyone. I'm Kara Hart for Brownfield Ag News, visiting with MFA Oil, Zach Studer. We're talking about Boss Performance Diesel today. Zach, thanks for taking time to chat with us. We know it's fall, it's getting cooler outside, and I know folks are probably already thinking about their winter fuel needs, right? What's been the demand locally here for some of that fuel?
This time of year, every year, the demand picks up. We've got customers calling, wanting to know if we have our winter additive package ready yet, because they're wanting to buy fuel now and anticipating of using it later on in the December, January, February months.
And what does a Boss Performance Diesel, how does that differ from any other traditional diesel? What makes it so great?
Well, it's really the whole package. We try to do the formulation so that it encompasses all the needs of the customer. So it's not just a little lubricity or corrosion. It does everything that the customer's going to need. So it encompasses lubricity, corrosion, detergency package is a big one, cold weather operability, making sure that engine's going to start when it's cold outside.
Why does lubricity matter to the customer if they're interested in this fuel?
Well, if you think back to 2006, we used to be using what was called low sulfur diesel fuel. And then the EPA came in and said, sulfur is bad for the environment. You got to take that out. So we went from low sulfur to ultra low sulfur diesel fuel. So we went from 500 parts per million sulfur to 15 parts per million. The problem is sulfur is a very good natural lubricant. But when the EPA said we got to take it out, now we had to find another way to treat the fuel so it has the proper lubricity, and we do that with additives now. The test that they actually use for testing lubricity is called the HFRR. It's a high frequency reciprocating rig. And what they do is they take a ball bearing and they reciprocate it back and forth on a steel plate for 90 minutes, and then they have it submerged in the fuel. Then they take that ball bearing and they look at it under a microscope, and they look at the wear scar that's achieved on it. And in order for the fuel to pass specs coming through the pipeline, it can't have a wear scar of any higher than 520 microns. The OEMs, the other original engine manufacturers, would like to see that wear scar around 460. But with Boss Performance Diesel, we get minus 420, so lower than 420 micron on the wear scar.
So why does lubricity matter, I guess, in short?
Well,
Big picture?
Yeah, it extends your engine life. So lubricity is going to reduce the friction. It's going to reduce wear, and the wear is what causes your equipment to wear out. It shortens your engine life. It shortens the injector life. So we're really reducing maintenance costs and extending the longevity of that engine.
How does Boss Performance Diesel help with corrosion in a vehicle?
So the corrosion inhibitors that we use in Boss form a hydrophobic barrier on the metal surface, and it keeps the fuel and the water away from that metal surface. And the corrosion that occurs is actually a chemical wear on the metal surface itself. So when you get that corrosion, that oxidation of the metal, parts of that metal surface flake off, that rust flakes off, it gets into the fuel, and it's going to cause filter blockage. It's going to cause plugged injector tips. So by preventing that corrosion from occurring in the first place, we're reducing wear and we're extending the life of that engine.
It sounds like this is a really beneficial fuel for those who are wanting to get more out of their diesel.
Absolutely. We would prefer that everyone use the Boss. We really believe wholeheartedly in this product, and it's what everybody should be using.
What else should folks know about Boss Performance Diesel?
Well, we also have cetane improvers in the fuel. We've got detergency package to keep that engine clean and to clean up any deposits that were left behind from inferior fuels. It really is the whole package.
Oh, it sounds like it. And if folks want to learn more about Boss Performance Diesel or MFA Oil, where can they go?
They can go to our website at www.mfaoil.com and search fuels and Boss Performance Diesel.
Well, also, what about locally? If someone wants to stop in, can they stop in at any MFA Oil location and ask?
Absolutely. Customers feel free to stop into any of our bulk plants or our petrocards and talk with our managers or CSRs. They'd be happy to assist.
Well, Zach, thanks for joining us. Thank you all for tuning in. Once again, I'm Kara Hart for Brownfield, visiting with Zach Studer of MFA Oil.